Well, welcome to Canada. If you got to try and navigate through any bush, you know, this is what you're going to have to deal with. In a lot of places anyway, unless you're up on an oak hill or something. But if you're down low and wetter areas, you're going to have to try and navigate through this. You know, this is a nice little open spot. Well, it looks like there is from here, but that's alright. There's nothing really leaning over that way. We're kind of in a maple, spruce, balsam. There's some poplar in here. I don't know, the odd white pine. I'm looking around, there's lots of dead stuff. I'd have lots of firewood. The only spot I can really see to make a nice little shelter without too much difficulty. I don't have any rope or anything. Now if you were stuck in the bush with just your axe, you'd be looking for a tree like this. Now, what I don't like is it's leaning towards where I want to make the entrance, so it would probably fall on me. And then you got this half here, which there's, you know, there's already moss and stuff growing on it, so you know it's rotten inside. A good windstorm could knock that over and fall on me. And well, I don't want that. You know, it's leaning pretty heavy this way. And on this side, we got this tree in the way. I really could chop it down, but then I'm gonna have a stump in my shelter. I don't really want. You know, there's lots of wood here, but there's too many big trees leaning. I don't really like this situation, so I'm just gonna keep moving. There's not really any pristine spots to build a little shelter either, so I'm not gonna run out of firewood, so that's nice, but it's a little too broken off, or it's a little bit too rotted for me. I would not want that falling on me at nighttime, I'll tell you that, because we're not getting out of that. That pinches you, you're stuck. That's pretty thick. So there's my axe blade. I don't know if you can see that. So 2 axe blades, whatever that is, 12 inches. So we'll just keep pondering until we come to a good little spot. Where I have a combination. I can be kind of selective. If you look around, there's mass amounts of firewood all over the place. Squirrel tracks. Hungry. They always set a little trap here if you wanted, but rabbit tracks too. Not much of a highway, so looks like he just went by once. Not worth setting a trap there, or a snare. This is our property, so we got a trail through here. It's kind of getting grown up now, a little bit. There's poplar coming up. It's been a while since I've been through here. Good spot for partridge in the fall right here. So we're going to keep moving and try and find ourselves a good little spot to make a shelter. Find an overblowing tree or something. I got, oh well, the sun is high in the sky, so it's probably only 2 o'clock. Got lots of time. It doesn't get dark till about 6:30, 7. Lots of time. So, I seen this from the road. I'm not going to build it underneath that because I know for a fact that's been down for years. And, you know, there's lots of sticks and limbs and stuff to keep it up if it ever did break at the top, but I'm not even going to risk that because we have this beautiful spot right here. It's fully open. It's pretty easy to build a shelter, and there is nothing except for that tree. But it's a hemlock, that ain't going anywhere. Or a tamarack, sorry. It's been dead for a while. So, we got nothing overhead, no widowmakers, no possible ways to die. I like it. So, we're going to use that as a reflector wall for our fire. So, I like this spot because, well, it's got a natural heat reflector for the fire. I don't have to build that, which is nice. It does go down a little bit there. I don't really like that for the dog, but whatever. So we'll put that up there nice and safe. Now, first thing I'm going to do is get rid of all this snow. Hey, Pepper? Try to. Probably going to be a few limbs. Do a bit of measuring first. Stand it. Oh, that's cold. Stand it up backwards. So I only needed about this high, really. So there. Give it another 6-8 inches. Get that snow out of my back before it melts. Oh, that's cold. use that maybe. All right, a couple more of those, we're good. Oh yeah, I got a couple poles here about the same length. Left those on. Try and set up this side first. Something like that. Voila for now. Can't see that going anywhere. You know, it's not too high or not too low. You know, pretty simple. Kept a Y in it. Kept a Y in the other pole. Locked my ridge pole in there. You know, that's not going anywhere. Batteries died because that's what happens. Cold weather. Alright, can you see that whole thing? Not really, eh? Well, I can't. Pretty simple. Got it resting on that side. Pretty simple. I'll just leave an opening up here. Just let the smoke out. It should keep us pretty warm. Hopefully that shade, you guys can see that. So, I'm gonna go get some poles, I guess. Finish her off.
Sometimes you need to go, take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So, perfect. I'm just going to take some smaller limbs and intertwine them here. Connect them all together, make them a little bit more secure. Don't want her falling over on me. So, got this half done. Well, I got it all framed in anyway. That's what it looks like. Pretty gappy, but I'm going to take all those limbs that I cut off, all the sticks, and I'm going to intertwine them, sew them in together. That should make it pretty strong. It won't be falling down. And then I'm going to take spruce and balsam limbs. I'm going to shove them in there like shingles. Got this end closed off a little bit. Just got to put some poles on this side now. I'm going to have our little fire in there. I'll just keep that very end spot open. Don't need a big fire in there. Probably have the door over here, I guess. Don't want to be walking on the fire. Now we're going to start weaving them sticks through. So I'm just taking these long spindly sticks and I'm just weaving them back and forth, changing up every row I get, every row I go. A little tricky at the start. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. You know, it takes a little while, but each stick doesn't go very far. That ain't falling over when it's done. We want to get these pretty tight together. You know, we're going to want to stick spruce boughs in there, so. Trust me, that'll be good and strong once that's done. Then we'll do the other side. Who do you hear? That's enough. Well, hopefully you can see that. Slow but steady. So around here, I've just taken all the branches from the trees I cut, and I just I wove them in there. Pretty basic. So I guess the next step is to go get some balsam and spruce limbs. Put them in there. Maybe I'll grab some birch bark too. Try and keep them in bigger sections. They'll act as shingles. I don't think you're going to get anything better than that. Okay, so what I've done, I went and got some branches now, some balsam branches, these ones are, and I'm just weaving them in. I'm kind of trying to keep them curled up. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to keep them curled up so the water runs down them and away from the shelter, not into it. I'm starting with the end that I cut off first and just weaving them in. Making sure I get all the holes covered. Don't let any wind in. Get as much rain out as possible. Keep it out. I'll just work my way up. Alright, let's go get some more. We don't want too many holes. We don't want the rain coming in, or snow, whatever we're gonna get. And you can always throw leaves and bark and everything else on top of there, multiple layers. You know, if you can get it out about 2 feet, you're doing all right. Should be plenty warm in there when I'm done. So all I'm doing is putting it underneath the sticks I wove through and just pulling it back over. Pretty easy. Covers up a large chunk. You know, this is getting pretty thick. I want to pat it down a bit. Looking good. Okay, so all as I'm doing on the end here, I'm just taking the balsam limbs and weaving those in. Leave them like so. Goes pretty quick once you get onto it. I was here yesterday and my camera died, unfortunately. Went through a lot of batteries yesterday for some reason. Must have been the cold, I guess. you a little shot of the end. I think that'll be all right. So, probably about an hour's worth of work left, I guess. I don't know how long I did that, hour and a half maybe. Wasn't too bad. Only with an axe, so not much wind gonna get through there. Lots of time left. What do we got? You know, 2 hours maybe. Well, there it is, this side framed in. I think I'll put the door there. Easy to get the firewood in and out. Don't have to crawl through the whole little fort with it. Should work good. We'll see.